So welcome to the last day of our garden series. Everybody take a nice deep breath. Feel your body relax, feel your mind relax. Just notice what it's like to be present in this moment. Just fully aware of what your body is feeling. The temperature of the air. If you're walking or moving, what it's like to feel your body moving. If you're still, what it's like to be still. Just listening to the sounds that are around you. Listening to the feedback that your body is giving you. Just feeling fully present. Just feeling the air as it's flowing in and out of your lungs. Feeling your body expand and return. Feeling how your breath is always adjusting to exactly this moment, what you need. You don't even have to think about it. You'll automatically breathe deeper or more shallow. There's just a constant flow of air, bringing in the fresh and new, and releasing that was helpful and no longer is. And as you're feeling this air and your presence in this moment, so allow your imagination to bring forth a garden. Whether this is a garden that you've seen throughout this series, if it's a new garden, if it's something different, if it's something fantastical and not even real. Whatever is showing up for you, whatever its size, whatever its shape, whatever its composition, is exactly right for you. And as you step into this garden, just notice what it's like to breathe in this space. Noticing the temperature of the air, the humidity. Noticing any smells. And just walking through the garden. Just being present in each step. Noticing the trees that have been there for many years. Noticing their movement. Noticing the shade or not that they offer. sensing their roots that go down deep, deep into the earth. Sensing that solidness, that wisdom. And noticing the flowers or plants that are in this garden. Noticing the blooms that are just right now. That are constantly opening and closing. Changing over and surrendering to other new flowers that are coming up. And even noticing some of the weeds that are there and what they bring your attention to. And how in their way they show up and call your attention occasionally. Just allowing all of this to be here, all part of your garden. And noticing the water even, that's even more temporary, flowing in and out, sustaining life in your garden. Whether that water is a pond, a brook, sprinklers, even just dew. How many different ways it shows up in your garden. Then bringing your attention to the garden as a whole. Noticing how all these different components, how many there are. And how they're all together, coexisting, supporting each other. And even the insects or birds or animals that are coming in and out of your garden. Just noticing how these creatures are part of your garden as well. Even though they may be even more temporary. And yet necessary. And as you're taking in all of these beings, all of these creatures, insects, bugs, animals, birds. Just notice what it's like for them to be moving in and out of your existence in this garden. And perhaps your attention is attracted to one in particular. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just the whole. But wherever your attention goes is exactly right for you. And then as you notice this creature or creatures, just speaking out loud what it's like to have you here in my garden is and what it feels like emotionally for me to be here with you is and what it's like to know that I've attracted you to this garden is and anything else that wants to be spoken to these creatures or insects, animals, go ahead and speak it now. And what it's like to say all this to you is and now easily moving your awareness from yourself into this animal, insect, creature, bird, looking from that perspective and looking back at self and sensing all that has been spoken as a stream of colored energy that's moving from you to this animal. Noticing its color, its quality, how and where it's entering this animal's body. And then sensing this animal or insect fully receiving all of that energy. And then speaking back to self. Self, what I've heard you say, what I've received from you is and how it feels to receive that from you is. And what I want to tell you about me being here in this garden with you is and what I receive from being in this garden is and what I contribute to this garden is and what attracted me to this garden is and anything else that this animal, bird, or insect wants to speak, go ahead and speak it now. And how it feels to say all this to yourself is now easily moving your awareness back into yourself, sensing your own body, words, and emotions, looking through your own eyes back at this insect, bird, or creature, and sensing all that has been spoken and expressed as a stream of colored energy that's moving from this animal into you as a stream of colored energy, noticing its color, its quality, and how and where it's entering your body. And fully receiving all of this energy. Any parts of it that don't want to be received can just go back to the earth for recycling as part of this garden. And feeling that energy that you receive fully integrate into your body, expanding and expressing from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. And then looking back at this animal, what I've heard you say, what I've received from you is and how it feels to receive that from you is and what I'm now realizing is because what I want for my garden is and as that happens, and as my garden evolves, what it feels like for me to be here is just noticing where in your body that feeling is. Just allowing it and witnessing it. Allowing yourself to feel that physically in your body, energetically, emotionally. And if there's anything else that wants to be said, go ahead and speak it now. And then knowing that this garden is yours, it is here, it is permanent, it's ever changing, growing, expanding into whatever you choose it to be. With new insects and animals, birds coming and going. Water constantly flowing, whether it's in a brook or just through the fabric of life. That the flowers and the plants are constantly changing and growing, moving through cycles of life. The trees more permanent, more rooted and solid. And all of these things are constantly working together, supporting this garden, feeling again what it's like to take a nice deep breath in this space. That you are not only in this garden, but you are part of this garden. And as you feel what that feels like in your body will let you know that all this work that you've done is anchored all the way down into your cellular memory, even down into your DNA. Available in your unconscious mind, flashing millions of times every split second without you even thinking about it, and available in your conscious awareness, able to be retrieved at will. It lets you know that this is done by bringing full feeling back into your arms, your legs, your fingers and toes, normal awareness back into your mind, your body, your brain. And as it's complete, you'll open your eyes.